A television show should not always be renewed after its first season. Look no farther than 13 Reasons Why, a Netflix miniseries about teen suicide that was contentious but frequently captivating in its first season and should have finished just after that season ended. Stay tuned to find out why fans and viewers are sick of 13 Reasons Why, along with other problematic moments from the series, and whether or not there will be a fifth season. Why people are over 13 Reasons Why. Sometimes we wonder if the quality falls in 13 Reasons Why, which began in the second season and only worsened in the third and fourth final seasons, was a bit of punishment. After watching all the seasons, you can easily see that the first season wasn't all bad after all. Although controversial, the first season was captivating, but certainly did not need to be further elaborated on, as it was so impactful and truly played out from start to finish, particularly finishing the main storyline. However, like plenty of other series, they couldn't help themselves and decided to make 4 more seasons. And we can't comment the same about those seasons. Let's take a look at some of the main reasons why fans are sick of 13 Reasons Why and other problematic info. Bad portrayals of feminist activists. 13 Reasons Why began with overt feminist messages, but by the third season, it had effectively undone them. Jessica forms an activist group to combat rape culture on school after her assault, and the group, on the other hand, becomes a walking personification of the ridiculous question, has the hashtag #MeToo movement gone too far? Casey, the pack's leader, is dressed and portrayed like a feminist straight out of a Family Guy episode from 2004. They're arrogant and man-hating to the point of alienating survivor Tyler, which doesn't sit well with the majority of today's young feminists. They're also portrayed as being bad for protesting Bryce's funeral, despite the fact that they appear to be the only ones who recall that Bryce was a rapist throughout the season. The series just doesn't send the right messages. 13 Reasons Why is set up in a way that viewers will be anticipating a tragic suicide scenario. The suicide is the show's climax, its high point, the pivotal moment around which all the cogs spin, all the characters respond, and from which the entire tale flows. Hannah's suicide is likely the most crucial event in the show, with 13 hours dedicated to the short aspect of her life that influenced her death. Suicide, on the other hand, is not something to look forward to. Suicide is not a thrilling topic. As you can imagine, the entire premise of the first season and following series is set around horrific topics, and it can even glamorize these terrible acts and influence younger viewers to partake. This has understandably enraged plenty of viewers, along with parents and mental health advocates. According to US statistics, suicide is the second highest cause of death among people aged 15 to 34. I'm not an expert in suicide, but Dan Reidenberg, the executive director of Suicide Awareness Voices of Education, is. We may actually see more suicides as a result of this television series, Reidenberg added. Doesn't it seem a little out there? The USA definitely isn't the only country worried about 13 Reasons Why and the impact this show has on young people's mental health. Headspace, Australia's National Youth Mental Health Foundation, is likewise concerned. Many experts point to the potential for sensationalized and graphic depictions of suicide to cause a chain reaction. Terrible portrayal of therapy and mental health in general. All viewers and fans know that Clay Jensen has been his own worst adversary throughout seasons 1 and 2. In fact, the only season in which Clay wasn't utterly insufferable was season 3, when he was wrongfully accused of murder and the world was out to get him. Otherwise, Clay has always been the source of most of Clay's problems, whether it's his self-righteousness, unwillingness to listen to others, sense of victimhood, or general martyrdom inclinations. Clay, on the other hand, has a valid reason for this season. Clay is now his own worst enemy as a result of his trauma. He's developed some form of dissociative personality disorder. Clay's differing personality is an all-out violent psychopath who smirks as he terrorizes his buddies. And it not only continues the long heritage of all media condemning people with personality disorders, but it also oversimplifies Clay's recovery. Let it be known that Clay is in such a delicate state that he steals a cop's gun, terrifies his pals with an axe, damages security cameras, flips a car while inebriated, and then tries to rob a police station with a fake gun. He's never been jailed, admitted to a psychiatric facility. He is, but he sneaks out and faces no consequences, or discussed medicine, and he doesn't appear to miss school. In reality, he's named valedictorian. It's infuriating that he gets no consequences for his worst actions and doesn't even get any real help for his issues, aside from doubling his weekly therapy sessions. This is such a poor portrayal of mental health and trying to deal with your mental health struggles. For how much is he going to go through, and for how much the show tries to claim the importance of speaking about mental health, they do a really poor job of showing adequate, positive ways of dealing with it, which you would expect would be one of the most important aspects of the series. Showed not one, but 2 graphic essays. The issue isn't that Hannah and Jessica have been sexually assaulted. However, the level of detail in which Hannah and Jessica's assaults are depicted on film, and in the case of Jessica's over over and over for the whole of the first season's final episodes is so unnecessary, frightening, and heartbreaking that it leaves viewers feeling helpless. Is it really necessary for me to hear Jessica sobbing for help as she tries to figure out what's going on while she's being probed? Additionally, do viewers really need to witness Hannah's life and her horrific assault scenes over and over again? Not at all. Even once was too much. We all remember when they received crazy backlash for acting out such an incredibly graphic and potentially triggering scene in the first season. So why would they continue to play out these graphic scenes as questionable and definitely put viewers and fans off the series? Tyler's brutal attack left fans and viewers enraged and traumatized. Tyler is a young boy, yet he was assaulted. But it's not just because it's so tremendously violent that it is viewed differently from Jessica and Hannah's. His head is smashed into a sink and mirror prior to the attack itself, but because Brian Yorkie admitted to including the assault simply just to align viewer sympathies with Tyler, as he put it, yes, you heard that correctly. They literally decided to add such a graphic, pretty traumatizing and triggering for many, just so that the audience wouldn't hate Tyler. Let us remind you, Tyler was the same character who 15 minutes later armed himself with guns and drove to his high school with the intention of murdering his classmates. That individual. Tyler's entire storyline throughout the season is questionable, especially this specific event. While it does the trick in making people sympathize for Tyler, it was insanely graphic and definitely did not need to be to achieve the same outcome. For many fans and viewers, it was too much and was a pivotal moment where viewers did not want to continue watching the series. So, will there be a fifth season? Although Netflix's teen drama, 13 Reasons Why, has sparked debate since its premiere, fans have continued to watch and root for Hannah, Clay, and their other Liberty High classmates. The first season followed Clay, an introverted high schooler who receives a box of tape cassettes from his old crush, Hannah, who died by suicide and was based on Jay Asher's book of the same name. We first meet Hannah Baker and are quickly introduced to other high schoolers whom she names and shames for contributing to profound and ultimately fatal despair through a series of flashbacks. The focus of the following season shifted, with episodes devoted to the growing ensemble of high school pupils. Unfortunately, it seems like there will not be a fifth season. However, some sources claim a fifth season will come out in 2022. I know, it's a bit confusing. The showrunner, Brian Yorkie, claimed in 2020 that he felt the series was only destined to be a 4-season series, and he spoke about how the show had pretty much played out every avenue. Netflix also published a teaser clip for season 4 in 2020, showing the cast of 13 Reasons Why finishing their final read-through with passion. I will never forget this experience for the rest of my life, Alicia Bowe, who plays Jessica Davis, says emotionally in the video. So we can safely assume that the series has come to an end, but we've learned from previous series that nothing is ever counted on. So who knows? Maybe a fifth season may grace our screens, but we don't think the show's viewers and admirers desire another season. They've had enough of the series. It should have been a one-season show. And there you have it. Everything you need to know about why fans and viewers are over 13 Reasons Why, along with some very problematic moments and reasons why. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Did you watch all 4 seasons of 13 Reasons Why? Do you like the series? If not, why? Let us know. But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss any of our new and upcoming content. Thanks for watching.